Serious dudes, what is something that you think all girls should know guys think?
Sometimes, when we're driving in a car together and we get really quiet, it does not mean that there's something wrong that you need to probe for endlessly. Really. Sometimes we just want to zone out while we drive, listen to the music and feel the road. It's perfectly okay to be in each other's company and be silent.
That's when you know you found somebody really special. You can just shut the crock up for a minute and comfortably share silence. Girls should get hints that guys don't get their hints. Edit. Wow, okay, first post to blow up like this. Thanks guys. Agreed. Just tell us if you like us. Quit giving these hints. If you like me, say so. I love you. And I will continue loving you. But sometimes my nose gets clogged and I need to face the opposite way to fix it.
To add, I love you immensely with all my heart. But I need that hand right now to scratch my balls.
That we're okay with doing nothing. Too often, I've had women fretting that we're not doing anything and trying to plan a last-minute activity. I am fine with just chilling and not having every minute of the day accounted for in an itinerary.
Find someone who likes the same things as you do. I am sometimes annoyed about my bias. I am just a female couch potato.
Not having an emotional response in a way or to a level you expect does not equal not caring.
Yeah, my wife always tells me I need to be more upset at certain things. I am upset, I just do not want to get into the habit of always raising my voice or pouting when something happens that I do not like. I say showing my feelings for when something really bad happens. Also, working in the tech field has really made me just not get upset at almost anything anymore. I have to deal with some dumb stuff.
I think it is safe to say most guys really do think that making their so happy is a top priority. I think most of us think about it much more than most women might think. We're just not all very good at actually implementing articulating things that work.
If I could read the hints they give, that'd be great. Too bad they are written in Aramaic and coded in base 8.
If something is wrong, don't tell everyone except for us why you are mad at us.
Had this issue in high school. Someone was going around telling every girl I ever talked to that I was saying I croaked them. I did not, I was a virgin, and did not mind telling people this. Every single one of them just refused to talk to me, wouldn't tell me what I did or why they were even pissed. Just got vilified by them all. Ended up hearing about it from a guy friend I had telling me I am a meaty brick for it. After that I just went back to being a quite awkward dude who never talked to anyone.
That when you vent to us, we usually wanna fix it rather than just listen. I learned this from conversations with my wife. These days, when she vents, I ask if she wants me to be in listening mode or fix it mode. I do the same. It's a very valuable question. And if your lady is saying, she'll appreciate you asking.
We seem fine on the surface. And probably most of the time we are. But sometimes we just need a minute to ourselves. Stress is real. And it does not mean we are trying to get away from you. Just let us have a minute alone from time to time.
Likewise. Guys appreciate hugs too.
Whenever a man just spaces out for a while and look brain dead, wait a while till they snap back into reality, then ask them what they were thinking about. Chances are it's either something funny or stupid.
Or, more often than not, absolutely nothing. It's nice just restarting Windows every now and then. Because my emotion goes up and down does not mean it shows in my face. I often look very blank. Mainly because of the work I have done. But I do care and I do love you and love what you are talking about.
That was unexpectedly sweet.
That small boobs are beautiful. Does this apply to small butts too? I always feel like I have nothing to offer if I am not curvy.
Yes. This is a serious answer. We are catching occasional glances at your boobs because, well, we like boobs.
Even if I am in a relationship with the girl, I am gonna sneak some glances at their boobs. I know I could probably just ask, and she'd shout me. But habit is habit.
That it is okay for your partner to have some different taste than you. Most of my female friends always call they're so gross or stupid for liking some really innocent things. Simply because they aren't into it themselves.
Oof. They sound like class acts.
I think all girls should know that it is perfectly fine to ask a guy out or show actual interest. Society sucks and puts a lot of pressure on men to be the one who makes the first move. The confidence boost it would cause if a girl made the first move once in a while would be absolutely astounding.
This works. On the flip side, society tells girls to act disinterested and play hard to get, but I went against that and asked my current boyfriend out, and it is the happiest I've been. That we can be equally sensitive about our weight appearance. It just manifests differently. We may not get outwardly offended when you do it, but it is going to rattle around in our brains for a while. Most of us are touch-starved. Even if you are just friends, give him a hug out of the blue. It'll make his day, if not his week. Also, if you ask a dude out, there's a 99% chance they say yes. Go for it. This is actually incredibly accurate. A hug from a female friend back when I was a single guy was quite the nice thing. And yes, if pretty much any of my female high school friends had asked me out, I would have said sure.
We are far more insecure than you may think. Certainly more than we let on. We think about our image, our weight, how we come across to people, bad decisions we've made, all that stuff. Especially from women, are extremely helpful to me. While we may kick up a fuss about fashion image advice, and it will take a lot of persuasion, we always feel croaking awesome afterwards, and will remember it forever. We greatly value our alone time. When we say, I just want to be left alone, let us be. We will come and talk to you when we're ready.
I agree with all of this wholeheartedly. However, I would say from anyone who isn't your so family, genuine compliments from male friends are also really rare and stick with me.
That guys are not all the same, so there's nothing that guys think that will encompass the whole truth. Talk to your guy friends and boyfriends. Communicate openly, and you will learn more about him as an individual than you ever did in this thread.
Have you ever been pinned pictures of rigged tits?
We're not always thinking. Our brain can just chill and no think about anything. Also, if I'm not talking to you, that does not mean I'm thinking about someone else. I am probably thinking about how plastic dinosaurs toys are made up of real dinosaurs. Plastic is made from oil, which is made from fossil fuel, which is made from decomposing plants and animals of dinosaurs. Hence, plastic dinosaurs toys are potentially made from real dinosaurs. Or some crazy like that.
I am always thinking, but I am rarely thinking about anything important. Sometimes guys get really into solo hobbies when they are single, and they do not suddenly lose interest in those things just because they are dating again or got married. Even though I love my wife and enjoy being around her, I also want to just sit and read a book or play guitar sometimes. That's in no way a statement about how I feel about her company. I've just played music and read all my life and cannot figure out how to make it a two-person activity. I feel so terrible that this even has to be said. You should never feel like you have to give up your hobbies in a relationship. While two-person activities are fun and all, we all need our alone time, and your partner has to grow up if they do not understand that wanting alone time isn't an insult.
We're not interested in playing the mind reader game. If you tell us something, we're going to take you at face value because that's the same response. You have no valid reason to get butthurt if you meant something completely different from what you said.
I wish I could show this to my boyfriend without it turning into a whole argument. If you are ever wondering why a guy you've been hitting on isn't picking up what you are setting down, it's because many of us tend to err on the side of caution and assume you are just being friendly. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. Thing is a load of crap. The worst thing that can happen is being labeled a creep or someone that mistakes friendliness for flirting.
Or losing a good friend because you thought she might be more than that.
The reason we aren't responding to your subtle flirts is because a lot of the time they are simply too subtle. We actually cannot tell if you are just being friendly or actually flirting. And we do not want to be labeled a creep or make a fool of ourselves. So many of us tend to assume you are just being friendly. Or maybe your hints were so subtle that they simply did not even register.
Sit on my lap. Call me sugar. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get the hint.
Sometimes we are not in the mood for sex. It does not mean we're not attracted to you anymore. It's not a judgment on your looks. Why is it okay for you to regularly turn down sex without it being a reflection on your feelings for your boyfriend? But when we do it, it must mean we do not love you anymore or do not find you attractive anymore. Sometimes we're just not feeling it. I am pretty sure women think we're thinking dirty thoughts when we are caught staring at their boobs. I guess. Depending on what you think of as dirty. In reality, my mind just goes completely blank, and it is more of a all Hal the Hypnotoad kinda situation. We're looking. We like the way they look. For me, it's the same kind of reaction I have to seeing anything cool. Like, oh cool. A Lamborghini. Oh cool. Farm animals. Oh cool. Boobs.
As a bi woman, I agree.
That grouping 50 of the population into generalized statements of guys want good or dudes want you to know is silly at best. We are all different. Engage us in a meaningful conversation.
Guys always say that.
Small breasts are hot. But I am an ass man myself.
I am only liking this comment because I'm an ass guy myself.
Please sometimes approach us first. Sometimes we're shy too.
Not even shy. I just do not want to feel like I'm wasting your time by talking to you in the first place.